Well, hello and welcome, my friends. I'm the Kodiak Broncos Podcast, and today I'm here to show you how well Blake Watson and Tyler Badie ran against the San Francisco 49ers. But before we get into it, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already. You always wait till the end. Hopefully, I'll have earned it. And yeah, we have no time to waste, so let's get right into it. So, I thought Badie and Blake Watson both ran really, really well, and I thought both of them really showed why they should be the backups on this team above Julian McLaughlin and above Audric Estime. I'll talk about those two who I just mentioned at a later date, but I want to watch and get into the film of Tyler Badie and Blake Watson as well. And the reason ultimately why I think these guys should get their spot on this 53-man roster is because with your backup running backs, so obviously Harvey and Dobbins are the 1 and 2, but with your backup running backs, you want guys who can make an impact on a minimal amount of carries. And honestly, with Tyler Badie, he had the Broncos' longest run last year, and I think he only got 11 touches on the whole season. So that says a lot. But regardless, I'm actually going to start showing you some of the film from Saturday's preseason game. So this one is, I'm going to let the full play out, and then you guys will break it down together real quick. Yeah. So one thing that sticks out to me with Tyler Badie is he has a lot of juice. I'll let that play run one more time, and you guys can watch it in real time. And then we're just going to break it down step by step. So, yep. Once more, full speed. All right. So that was a good run. But if you watch this right here, you're going to recognize one thing that really kind of irks me. So this, yes, it was still a good run, but this was a heck of a job as far as I'm concerned by Palczewski and by Troy Franklin to seal this gap for Tyler Badie. And yeah, he probably does take this, but I get why he didn't, because he's probably thinking, all right, we've got backside pursuit, and there was a safety. You can't see, there was a safety playing way back here, but the fact that he still ran with juice, even though he made the wrong read, he still ran with juice. Last year we saw a lot of our running backs make the wrong reads, and they couldn't do anything on that play. So that was still a 7-yard pickup, which was really good. And honestly, yeah, I don't know. We'll get to the second clip. This one, in my opinion, is much better from Tyler Badie, so we're just going to let this play out in real time again. Once more in real time, and then we will break it down step by step. All right. So, with this run right here, we've got a heavy formation to the left. The 49ers only have 4 guys down, but they do have a stacked box. They have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the box right here. And then obviously the nickel, as the contain guy. But a really good job here by Trent Sherfield to come on here and get into the middle as a blocker. His initial job is to seal off the nickel, and he is whatever, let's just get vertical. He's probably thinking, all right, Tyler Badie is just going to get vertical here. But one thing Badie does a really good job of here is getting skinny and finding a way to make it work right behind Lucas Kroll and right behind, I think that's Priestcorn. So, yeah, he's able to find the hole, and he's just able to plow forward. Once again, 7-yard run. We didn't have a lot of these consistent ground moving plays last year, and oftentimes when we did, it was just Javonte Williams running into the backs of his own O-lineman, and Javonte Williams had no burst. Tyler Badie has actual burst. So once again, I'm going to let another play out right here, and you're going to watch it once. One more time at full speed. All right. So, what do we got here? So this is actually, I think they're running counter. I think they are running counter, and the job of this guy is to, or the job of Tyler Badie, I should say, is to, if the lane gets clogged, he just has to figure out where he's going with the football, and he recognizes that, all right, we don't have a lot of good blocking up front for this specific play, but once again, does a really good job of using his brain, going to the outside, makes the correct read, and yeah, let's watch that one more time. All right, so he recognizes, all right, defender bearing down on me, does a great job of getting away from him, little jitterbug action there, and does a great job getting behind Kroll to make something happen. Nice. All right, we're going to see Blake Watson here after this clip, but once again, going to let this play out in real time. Once more. So this actually was a really good job by the Broncos offensive line to run block. I thought the backup O-line did a really, really good job run blocking. I don't think they did all that well in pass pro, but that's besides the point. So what do we got here? Well, it's just basically another like uh, zone run, I want to say. Honestly, I can't tell the difference between right here between if it's a gap run or a zone run. But regardless, Tyler Badie, he knows that, hey, if I go this way, then we've got this guy who could backside tackle me. We also got the nickel right there. Pat Bryant could make a block, but regardless, Pert does a really good job of working out this guy. So what does Tyler Badie do? He runs behind him and once again gets really skinny. And I just love this because Philip Lindsay was a guy who compared or who my good friend Marky Sports compared to Tyler Badie. And that's basically the running style that Tyler Badie has. So really, really well done right there. Yeah. Now, what you guys have really wanted to see, this is Blake Watson. So, Blake Watson, while Tyler Badie has burst, Blake Watson has explosiveness, and there is a difference between the two. So, what do we got right here? This was the first carry that Blake Watson got, and this was really, really good. Really good job by Palczewski to go vertical and work on this guy on the 49ers. Really good job by, I think that's, who is that? Oh, wait, sorry. I promised you guys I would let this play out. Promised you guys I would let this play out. Yes. Once more. All right, so what do we got here? So this is Alex Forsyth. The real thing you need to pay attention to is the interior. So we've got Throckmorton, we've got Forsyth, we've got Palczewski right here. We've also got Crum at tackle. But what we've got right here, Throckmorton pulling, and then Palczewski and Crum, it's their job to work vertically right here. And Blake Watson does a great job. Great job getting to the left side. 49ers try to catch up with him, and ultimately they do it, but Shed's the first tackler. And, dude, this is like the individual playmaking that we did not have from our running backs last year. And the fact that we got that from Blake Watson right here, absolute cinema. Right here, I'll let this play out. Nice little catch and run. Once more. Oh, sorry. I accidentally clicked my mouse a little early. I'll let you guys watch that again. Okay. So, what do we have right here with that play that just unfolded? Well, this is just basically, I think it's a flood, or no, it's a sail concept where there's no like vertical on the right side. Um, yeah, I don't know. My football knowledge, like as far as X's and O's, actually isn't that great, but I play enough of the college football video game to know a decent amount. All right, so what do we got right here? Just a standard dump off, like nothing crazy, but then Blake Watson, again, that number 45 dude. Blake Watson kind of had his way with him, tiptoeing down the sidelines. Does a great job staying up. Gets hit, uses his body weight to not get hit, and then talks a little bit of trash to the 49ers defender. All right, we've got to let this play out in real time, too. I'm sure you all remember this one because it was called back because of the penalty to Frank Crum. And Frank Crum was way downfield right here, but I'll let you watch that one more time because that play was sick. All right. So this is a screen, and what we've got is Stidham obviously does a good job getting rid of the ball, but so what happens? Blake Watson catches this ball, immediately has a dude like within 3 to 4 yards of him, and he does a great job shedding him. Now, what I would have loved to have seen is you see all this green grass right here. Like, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but okay, yeah, you can. All right, all this green grass right here. I would have loved to have seen Blake Watson find a way to work out here. I get why he didn't, especially because there was a guy bearing down on his face. And, his body weight naturally was geared towards the right side. So I get why he didn't take the green grass in front of him. That being said, still would have liked to have seen it. Like, if he found a way to work towards the left side, that would have been absolutely awesome. And I do think this was ample time. Regardless, I don't want to harp on him too much, but this is, once again, just great individual playmaking ability. Is able to turn out field. Now, unfortunately, Crum is up here blocking a defender, and I'll make sure you guys can see the defender in the frame. All right, yeah, so Crum was way, 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 way downfield here. And yeah, there's still a guy who does manage to make the tackle, and the backside pursuit eventually does get to Blake Watson right here. But either way, like, the juke was pretty fucking sick. I can't even lie. Sorry for swearing. Sorry if any of you are listening to me in a public forum. Yeah, that's basically how that is going right there. This one, I'm going to let this play out again. This one was a pretty vanilla run. There's not a whole lot going right there. But, one thing to note is that even when you're like power running with Blake Watson, he does not look like a guy who's 5'11", 195 pounds. He runs like a guy who's like 210, 215. I was actually stunned that the Broncos depth chart had him listed at only 195. I feel like he looks much bigger than that. But, yeah, overall, just a great run by him again. Or I wouldn't say a great run, but a good run, especially considering what he had. And, backside guys working his face. Still finds a way to get 7 yards. Awesome. Way to fall forward right there, Blake Watson. All right. What do we got right here? I'll let you play out in real time. Basically, the only thing you need to realize right here is that he does a really good job of keeping his contact up. Like, that's just a heck of a way to get an extra step and finding a way to fall forward an extra yard or two by Blake Watson. Yeah, pretty much. Just nothing fancy, but, my favorite part about this run is we'll go a little slow-mo. So, catches this football, immediately turns upfield, guy in his face. The guy eventually does end up bringing him down, but watch this. Is able to use his left hand to stay upwards, and that's the trait I've seen in a lot of the best power running backs, or best running backs who run through contact. So, yeah, that basically does it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys tonight on Horsepower Hour. Bye, salute.